We are going to try to explore as much of Hanoi as we can in one day.
Definitely must do when you are in Hanoi.
We try some delicious street food this culinary city is famous for. We visit some strange tourist attractions and taste probably the cheapest beer on planet Earth. Hanoi is one of the most interesting and beautiful places we've ever been to, and in this video we show you why. Our first stop belongs to one of the more unconventional places we've ever visited. The Chi Minh Mausoleum is the final resting place of the embalmed body of Uncle Ho, a term commonly used by the Vietnamese people to this renowned historical figure. You will get in line and enter the mausoleum where you can, without stopping, look at Ho Chi Minh's lying body. After that, you can take a picture of the building that just screams Soviet architecture. And look at some of Ho Chi Minh's cars and still house where he used to live. There is also an interesting looking museum, which was unfortunately closed when we were there.
Well, I would say that was really interesting and definitely must do when you are in Hanoi. Do you think?
Yes.
We need some coffee.
Fortunately, there was this spot from the well-known cafe Kong chain. The place has a unique vintage theme, and after you enter, it's like you were transported back in the 70s. And freshly caffeinated, we were ready for another fun attraction. Military Museum. Okay, dark jokes aside, this is another must visit in our opinion if you want to learn about Vietnam's difficult history. Or if you want nice photos for Instagram, I guess. Although most of the exhibits are from American War, how they call Vietnam War here, and Resistance War against French occupation, there is actually a lot to see even from different wars, and there were a lot of them. As in most war museums, you can expect a bit of propaganda here and there, which makes the whole experience even more fascinating. One of the highlights was definitely the audiovisual display about the battle for Điện Biên Phủ, which is considered to be one of the greatest victories in Vietnam's history.
Our forces opened fire, starting the second wave of attacks. Aiming with strong points, we were counted on a large scale.
And this picturesque sculpture made from various crashed planes. Speaking of pictures, opposite to the museum is Lenin Park, where you can take a photo with another famous person. After all the weapons, unexploded ordnances, booby traps and photographing of questionable historical figures, you probably walked out an appetite. Luckily, Hanoi has you covered. One dish you have to try in the city is called bún chả. The dish typically consists of grilled pork patties and pork belly slices grilled over an open flame, which gives it an extra smoky flavor. It's served over vermicelli noodles and with a huge plate of fresh herbs. We also recommend that you order the combo with fried spring rolls and some Hanoi beer, as the dish is quite greasy.
So that was delicious, but now we are too tired, so we have to go home and maybe sleep for like 8 hours.
8 hours.
At least 8 hours.
Before you lay down and mess up this nicely made bed, let us show you our room. We especially like the spacious balcony with dozens of plants. It's stuck in a quiet alley, but still centrally located, so that most of the tourist attractions and restaurants are just a few minutes away. And speaking of coffee, as we became caffeine addicts in Vietnam, we will go for our second round to one of the cafes that's around the corner and try the famous egg coffee.
It's like egg.
It's good, but I don't taste coffee.
Coffee without coffee.
It's like a sweet foam,
Yeah.
egg foam, but without coffee. But it's good, thank you.
And speaking of banh mi, let's try how this famous Vietnam specialty tastes in Hanoi.
Best banh mi in Hanoi. But today is
a bit small, I think.
For us, yeah, definitely.
We have bigger one, of course.
That's what she said.
We don't know if it was the second coffee or second lunch, but we really enjoyed just walking through sometimes chaotic but always interesting Hanoi streets. When we finally reached Honam Lake, we found a perfect spot to rest and singing the serene atmosphere.
We are here in Vietnam in the middle of October and the weather is actually perfect for us because it's not too hot. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's perfect. Like in Europe in summer. I love it.
It was also perfect weather to explore another famous landmark that actually sits on the lake. Built in the 14th century,
Ngọc Sơn.
the temple is testament to Vietnam's cultural heritage, dedicated to important scholars. It houses the legendary turtle statue, which unfortunately isn't allowed to film, so you will have to come and see it for yourself. As the sun started to set, the streets became even more chaotic and colorful. This is the perfect time to visit 1,400-year-old
Trấn Quốc Pagoda.
that offers breathtaking views of the sunset.
So that was one of the most amazing sunsets that we have in a long time. Really beautiful. Yeah. And now we are getting really hungry.
So, after we walked back to Old Quarter, we found this little hole in the wall place where they serve
Phở bò.
with tender pieces of beef, savory broth, and smooth rice noodles. We also love to garnish it a little with the pickled onions that gives it a nice sour taste.
Delicious.
And dip
Bánh dầu cháo quẩy.
into the broth for an ultimate mouth-watering experience. And to end our day, we visit the famous Hanoi Beer Street. And although we tried several stations and several beers, the outcome was always the same.
Yeah, it's true.
But like true Czechs who complain about beers in foreign countries, we also will never stop constantly trying to like them. If you want to know what our favorite place in Vietnam was, click on this video right now and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.